Watch out, druids, because you are not the only ones who get to turn into a bird anymore, because there is a new mount coming in Dragonflight called the Divine Kiss of Ohn'ahra, and this is a secret mount which took quite a bit of effort to figure out and get my hands on, and I wasn't the only one working on this, so I would like to shout out Epic/Urosc from the Secret Finding Discord, and Kayla/Miss Marvel, who creates content as well, so definitely do check out their content in the description below and give them the credit where it is due for helping figure out this mount and helping me obtain it as well so I could make this video. And anyone else from the Secret Finding Discord that put information towards this mount. These are the only names that I know of that did kind of put forward the info, and they're the ones that I was grouped with, so apologize to anyone's name who was left out from this. So how'd you get your hands on the Divine Kiss of Ohn'ahra? This is going to take quite a bit of work and isn't going to be something you'll get right at the beginning of the expansion, but essentially there will be a bird called Godoloto that is in the Ohn'ahra Springs, and it's seeking a different kind of air, and to achieve that air it wants some breath, it wants some dust, and it wants some incense. So the first item up is going to be the breath, and it does have some kind of renown lock behind it. We're just not too sure exactly what renown that is. The safe bet is at least 22, but it could be all the way up to the max of 25 renown, which is going to take you quite a bit of time to farm out. Now, once you do hit this kind of hidden renown requirement, you will be able to start seeing these Stolen Breaths of Ohn'ahra drop from the last boss of the Not Good offensive. I got all of mine drop on Heroic, but this was the place I primarily had all of my runs in. The drop chance doesn't seem too bad. I'd say probably around like 20-30% if I was to throw in a guess. And it's unknown if this can drop on normal, but it's safe to say it probably drops on at least Mythic 0 as well. You can get all of them in 1 week. It doesn't have some kind of daily lockout or weekly lockout as far as I can tell. Maybe a daily lockout. I did get mine on separate days, but it doesn't have a weekly lockout. That's something we can confirm currently. So once you get your 3 Stolen Breaths of Ohn'ahra from the last boss of the Not Good offensive, you will be able to head out and talk to Godoloto, who should now have a quest for you. And that quest is to get the 3 Stolen Breaths, a tier 3 Exultant Incense, which is going to require level 22 renown with the Maruuk Centaurs, and is also going to require alchemy. This is BOE though, so someone can create this, you can buy it, or you can get it in your own way, someone can give it to you. Now, getting the rank 3 though is going to be quite difficult. Obviously, they're going to need renown 22, which is going to be a grind in itself, but they're also going to need around 250 skill with incenses to be able to guarantee this a rank 3 craft, which is going to be quite a lot of effort in itself as well. So you're not going to be seeing these at rank 3 anytime soon either, unless someone is specializing specifically to make this kind of stuff to sell. The final thing we need, and the more easier item to obtain, is 1 Essence of Awakening. This you unlock at Renown 7, and it requires some Dragon Isle supplies, which you should have a ton of. I think it requires 50. And then it's also going to need an occasional sand. These sand drop from the sand elementals found in the temporal conflux area in Thaldraszus. It is a low drop chance, but just keep grinding it out and you will get your hands on some occasional sand, and then you can go and pick up yourself the Essence of Awakening from the Renown vendor within the Maruuk Centaurs area. Once you have all these items, as I said, the quest should pop up from Godoloto, and now it will take you all the way to the top of the Maruukai. At the very top, we'll find Ohn'ahra. You'll be able to hand in the quest, and that straight away will give you the mount. So the acquisition of the items is fairly straightforward in terms of the complexity. It's just going to require a lot of grind from people grinding out the renown and people grinding out the professions. But once you get to that point, once you're there, getting your hands on this mount should be fairly easy. As I said though, this isn't something you're going to be able to get at the start of the expansion. In terms of gaining reputation with the Maruuk Centaurs, if you want to start grinding out your renown earlier, then what you want to do is the hunts. You'll want to be doing at least your 3 main hunts a week. So you do your first one, you'll get an epic bag. Second, you'll get a blue bag, and third, you'll get a green bag, and these will give hunting trophies which you can turn in for reputation. That's going to be your main way of getting reputation. There will be some rares scattered throughout the Dragon Isles as well, and these rares when killed will give hunting trophies that you can turn in, and there will be specific rares as well that will just directly give you a rep token that you can turn in as well. There is also going to be a quest or daily hub, but it's hard to call it a daily hub because these dailies aren't available every day. Instead, what it is bi-weekly. So bi-weekly, there'll be a hub that you can go to. You'll have some dailies to do there. Once you've done, you've got to wait for the next section of the week. So 3.5 days later, the hub will move somewhere else and you'll have a new set of quests for you to do. There will also be some world quests for you to do on the Dragon Isles that will award rep with the Maruuk Centaur. So make sure you're doing those whenever they're up. Once again, these are bi-weekly. So every 3.5 days, you'll have a new set of quests for you to do, and you'll be able to get some rep from those. There will be a big weekly quest as well for you to do with all of the factions within the Dragon Isles, and this will give you 500 rep with every single faction. And then there will be 2 dungeon quests as well, and these dungeon quests will give you rep of your choice, which obviously if you want to focus on the Maruuk, then you'll be able to pick that and you'll get some rep with those guys. Knocking out all the quests within the planes as well, there's a bunch of quests there that will give you reputation with the Maruuk Centaurs, and this is actually going to give a big chunk of rep. So if you've got some free time, some downtime, I definitely would recommend knocking out any side quests you can find that are related to the Maruuk Centaurs. Either way though, a very, very cool mount. I absolutely love how this looks, and it was fun working out how to get this as well. As I said, big thanks to the people I directly worked with to try and get this, Epic/Urosc and Kalis/Miss Marvel, and anyone else who did help out in the secret finding Discord too. Outside of that, look out for more guides coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.